What's up, everybody? This is Talkin All That Kazz, and I am DJ Kazzeo. I want to thank you for checking out this particular episode of Talkin All That Kazz. On this particular episode, I got another great interview that I conducted here on my radio show at 90.9 FM, KHCC in Salinas, California. But before we get going with that, I want you to go to this address, djkazzeo.com, and connect with me on social media. Whether it's on my Facebook, on my Instagram, on my Twitter, or even if you go and subscribe to my Mixcloud channel, you can hear all my radio shows that I do in their entirety, music, commentary, and interviews. But this right here, Talkin All That Kazz, this is for just the interviews, okay? I want to thank everybody who checked out the first round of interviews that I put up. Now we're on to the second round. This particular round, I'm going to focus on 2019, but I'm going to sprinkle it in with some more current stuff too. So you never know what you're going to get. Just sit back, relax, and enjoy another edition of Talkin All That Kazz with me, DJ Kazzeo.
I must have some kind of like magic.
No, because why is that?
We got our very special guest joining us on the line, all the way from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania, I believe.
Yes.
Yes, sir.
D. Brock, what's going on, my man?
Nothing much, man. How you guys doing, man?
Good.
We are well, man. We're looking forward to talking to you. I did some research on you a little while ago, so I got a couple things to get through, and hopefully it won't offend you too bad.
What? I don't know where this is
I'm
going.
good, man.
No, I'm saying because he seems like a pretty laid-back dude who doesn't get rattled too much. So,
I'm not easily discouraged at all, man.
That's good, man. That's good. So, I mean, reading the bio and stuff, and learning a few things. So, talk to me about the beginnings, the origin of D. Brock, the lyrical coming out of Pittsburgh.
Okay, man. So I've actually been rapping for 36 years now.
Wow.
And I started way back in 1985, man, when I was in high school. And then I put my first single out in 1989. And a few years after that, I started recording in Manhattan. So I would off and on record in Manhattan, New York City, man, at INS Studios for about the next 4 or 5 years in my mid-20s. And then I actually stopped rapping for a minute, man, and I went back to college for a second, or enrolled in college for the first time when I was 27, and then that was when I was 28, I walked onto the football team and made the team.
Wow.
And it was University of Pittsburgh. So, but then I left school because I couldn't stop rapping. I couldn't get out of my head, and I just felt like I had unfinished business. So I went back to rapping and, putting some more music out, recording again, and then that for the next 10 years. And then in 2009, man, I had a stroke, and I completely lost my ability to speak. I couldn't say a word.
Oh, my goodness.
And it actually took me about 6 months before I could, maybe just order a pizza and, have a normal conversation, well, semi-normal, because I could still at that point only say, words one syllable at a time. But then after I regained my speech back, man, and I used hip-hop. That was the only thing I used, hip-hop music, man, and all the songs that I ever knew, all my own music and all the other artists that I grew up on, like every song that I ever knew, and I knew word for word, I just kept trying to spit it over and over and over again until I could. So 2010, I recorded again, but I didn't like it. It just, I wasn't satisfied with it, so I really didn't put it out. And so I just stopped after that, man. I just stopped recording, and I always knew that I would record again. I just didn't know when, but I definitely didn't think it would take me 11 years before I did it. So, Call Me Old is my first single since 2010, and the reception has just been great so far, man. And the way the song is moving I couldn't be more thrilled or more blessed and happy and satisfied with how things are going right now. But it was a fight and struggle to get back to this point, man, I tell you. So I'm just very thankful, and you know, I appreciate everyone who's been listening, watching the video, you know, everybody who came to see me last week in my first show.
Nice.
And you know, things are good now, man. So, you know, God is good.
You know, it was interesting to me when I was reading the bio how rather than, you know, books or education or anything like that helping you regain your speech, you said that hip hop has helped you regain your speech. So, what do you think that says about the power of hip hop itself?
I think that, you know, exemplifies how powerful music is.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I refuse to go to speech therapy and any of that, man, because I just, you know, I put my trust in God and hip hop. I really did. And, you know, I just think hip hop is so powerful, it's such a powerful tool and source, and actually it heals, you know, because it helped to heal me.
Mm-hmm.
So if, you know, I mean, all the messages and everything, it just gets ingrained in your psyche and in your brain, man, and it's there. So it's very, very powerful, and it's something that people can use, you know, just like I did, you know, to maybe get their own speech back if they've suffered a stroke. So, you know, it healed me, man. So I believe it will heal others. Now,
you know,
Nice.
the single that we're going to get to in just a second before we let you go, Call Me Old, it's basically, the premise is dealing with ageism.
Yes.
What was the or who should I say, if you want to name names, who were some of the people that drove you to write something like this?
Well, it really wasn't.
Come on, I know it was. Who was it?
It was just the whole industry on the whole, man. I got tired of hearing all these the rappers, man. Everybody's like little this and little that, and all the mumble rap, and you know, walking around with the pants and the whole butt hanging out, and you know, just no respect, man. And they just, you know, popping pills, and they just glorify all the wrong things, glorifying popping pills and getting a high, and you know, glorifying going to jail, and you know, just you know, it's just not right, man. And it's just, it makes them sound so ignorant. And like I said, you know, the music is so powerful, especially hip hop. You know, it really influences a lot of younger people that carry on that way and to think that's how you're supposed to live.
That's true.
That's just wrong, man. That's just totally wrong. But the industry's gearing them towards that. You know, the industry really doesn't want conscious rappers anymore. They don't want people talking about, you know, pride and uplifting yourselves and, you know, being positive and having positive messages and really, you know, really good content in the music that makes you think and use your head and, you know, proud to be who you are. You know, they just want everybody just drugged out and, you know, causing chaos, and that's just so wrong. So that was the motivation. And actually, I was sitting on the couch, man, and because I wrote the song, you know, when during the pandemic, when it first started in 2020. I was sitting on my couch, I was watching TV, and some video came on. There was another rapper, Lil Something, and he was just talking about all the same things, man, and it just really pissed me off. And I said, you know what, that's it. I didn't plan on writing the song, and I definitely didn't plan on writing it at that moment, but it just happened, man. And, you know, and it took me a year before I recorded it because I didn't want to record it, you know, during the pandemic because I didn't think I could get it out there. And, you know, the world was just crazy at that point. But so, you know, the next year in March, I decided, okay, I'm going to record it, man. So, you know, I called my producer, my longtime producer who hadn't heard from me in years. Big shout out to DJ Super C. He's the one that did the track, man, and he's one of the best producers that you haven't heard of, man. This guy is unbelievable. So, I called him and I told him, I said, hey man, I wrote something. He said, for real? I said, yeah. And then he said, okay, spit it. So I spit it because he lives in Arizona. So I just spit the song, the first verse right over the phone. And while I was spitting it, he emailed me. And after I got done with the first verse, he said, check your email. And I checked my email, and he sent me 2 tracks. And one of the tracks was the track for Call Me Old. And as soon as I heard it, I knew that was it. He was like, I got more. I said, no, this is it right here. We good. So I recorded it, man. And, so far it's been making history. And like I said, I'm just truly blessed and thankful.
Nice. All right. Well, so one thing I got to ask you, when you're talking about, rappers who angered you into writing that song, or the particular one, is there any rappers, because when I was listening to the song and I'm like, okay, so my question is there anybody you would work with or anybody you have respect for who is out today and you're like, okay, that person's all right, that person actually, gets a pass, or,
Yes, there's quite a few, there's a few of them. I won't say there's a whole lot.
No, but right. I felt the same way.
As far as the new school rappers, I think Big Sean is pretty decent. I like, Drake is, obviously he's the man. Also, Kendrick.
Kendrick, absolutely.
Yeah,
yes.
I can definitely, spit. And it's crazy. It's interesting because there's some of these mumble rappers, they done that just to get on, right? Mm-hmm. But they really have skills because I remember my nephew put me down with A$AP Rocky.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Yeah.
His troubles and all that, he's going through. But I heard one of his songs. I think he had a song with Method Man, I think.
Right, yes.
And real hardcore hip-hop, man. And this dude was spitting, and I was like, okay, that's what I'm talking about. You know what I mean? So any rappers who, got real skills and real talent, the people out here today, and a lot of them are doing what they got to do just to get on. So yeah. I think some of them really have skills. So the guys I named, but, you'll never catch me doing anything with somebody like Lil Pump.
Oh, gosh. Who's forgotten, by the way? So, who's forgotten?
Or the Island Boys.
Oh, yeah, we were talking about that earlier off the air.
I was really looking forward to that collab, man.
I will say this, because when there's only one Lil who I do like, who has that, and dare I say, Lil Dicky. I'll be honest, no, he could rap. I heard that name and I was like, who is this dude?
Bro. I never even heard.
Oh, he has a show on FX called Dave, which is based on him. But if you hear him rap, you'd be like, I can't deny that's actually, like, he gets it. But it's, yeah. But, I mean, it's just crazy how rap has changed from the whole boom bap style to, like, trap to. And
right. Well, that's the industry, man. The industry dumped it down because they, it's easier for them to control rappers when the rappers aren't that good. Because then they can package them, market them, create an image for them, and basically just control them, tell them what to say, how to act, what to do. It's just foul, man. Because what it's doing is helping to, ruin a lot of young people's lives. Because they feel like that's the way you're supposed to live, and that's just not right.
Well, I'll just say this: there's only one Lil that I would ever contemplate working with, and that's Kim, and it wouldn't be musically. So, with that being said, man, real quick before we let you go, I just had one more question coming out of Pittsburgh. What are your memories of Mel Plowden?
Oh, wow, bro, you went way back.
Yeah, man.
Woo, yeah, I remember Mel, man. Damn, you took me back like 25 years, man.
Mel was a really great guy, man.
Yeah, Mel was a good dude, man. He was a good dude. He was really into the, hip hop and everything, man. And he was just a good guy, and everybody knew him. He was always at all the functions, the parties, and doing his thing, man. And I never really heard anybody say anything bad about him, man. Like, you know, like, and everyone knew him.
Yeah.
Like, Pittsburgh is a smaller city, so if you're doing anything positive and you're making, doing things the right way or whatever, and you're out there, everybody's going to know who you are. And everyone knew who Mel was, man. That was my man.
No doubt, man. No doubt. So real quick, give out all your social media info, and then we'll jump into the track and let you get back to work.
Okay, yeah. I'm on Facebook at D Brock the Lyrical, Instagram at Real Strong Entertainment, Twitter at Real Strong Entertainment. The video was on YouTube under Real Strong Entertainment, D Brock the Lyrical, Call Me Old. There's the regular version, also the radio version. That's about it where you can catch me at. You have Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, and that's it, man. So I'm not real big. Oh, I'm also on TikTok at D Brock the Lyrical on TikTok, right. And that's doing pretty well right now as well. So, yep, those 4 sites, man.
Nice, man. Well, I'm definitely gonna reach out to you about getting some radio drops done for the show. And then look forward to once that album comes out in the spring.
Yeah.
We got to get you back on here and talk some more, man.
Yeah, please do, man. I look forward to it, man. So, and the album probably be done by the spring. Working on it right now. And, Call Me Old is the first single, but I got a lot of really, really good songs coming behind that, man. And I just can't wait to let people hear them.
Well, there it is, man. We're looking forward to that. Again, thanks so much for taking the time to call in tonight, and we're going to jump into it. D. Brock, this one is Call Me Old, and if you do, you're about to catch a beating from a grown man. All right, man, we'll talk to you soon, all right?
All right, thank you.
Peace.
Thank you, man. Thank you guys for having me. D. Brock the Lyrical out.
Peace.